What's going on, brother? Just to show you the technology nowadays. I'm on my phone. You have an amusement park. That is cool. Nairobi is so big. I didn't realize. I mean, this right here, this is all just dry land and stuff, you know? But the mall and this is such a big city. And then all of this area, that's nothing but population. And so I literally came down right here because I saw on the something that you sent me about Kamarocks, and I just kept going. And this is the technology. You can keep going. And so there you go. You just said that you were by Niva Supermarket, and then right here is KOPC, right there, right? But the supermarket is up here. And so north is the north of the screen and south is south. And then you said the bank, and that the bank is right there. And then of course you have that right there. So there's the church, there's the store, there's the bank. And then you said right between the bank, if it's behind the bank, well, then you have ONS Chicken House, Kitchen House, you have the Worldwide Candies, you have Halton's Pharmacy, you have all of these things. And this is Sambasa Lane. And then, of course, and then you have the pharmacy, the PCEA Kyle Pharmacy right there. And there's the church. And then so if you said behind, you see what I mean? Is it behind like this? Because you can't really go across the street. Across the street is Digital Enterprises and Home Furnishings and all of these things. The mattress store. What's it called? Shemu Mattress Solutions. So across the street. So if you're here behind the bank, because you said right before Pesa Point, so behind the bank would be this and the shifted maze. And then if you're behind from this side, it would be aluminum. Because if you're coming from this side, if you're coming from Spine Road, you said there's the church, which is right there, the church, KO Church. And if you're coming this way, behind would be to the north by Pesa Point, right there somewhere, Aluminum Engineering, Zinc Entertainment. And then because there's nothing across the street. And you said if I went to Naiva's supermarket, I went too far. There's Cafe Exotica. And so anyway, if I click right here, I can go right here to this picture right here on the bottom left. See? And then I can just turn around and watch the whole thing. And I don't see. There's WhatsApp, electronics. There's Naivas Kuto. And so the store would be over here. There's Naivas. And then there's the driving school. And then you have Africana Driving School. And the bank is that green building right there. And so I don't see where a church could be. You said there's a name on the outside. And so if you come this way, there's the Pivot Hardware, the Duracost. And there you go, Pivot Hardware. And so right there is the PESA, and there's the bank, Official Cooperative Agent Bank. And so the rest of the bank is over there. There's the cooperative bank right there. And so you come this way. So that's the only, right there, the entrance that you said you were talking about. If it's behind all of that, somehow you said behind. And so I'm like, where's this at? And where's the I guess it's the plot of land. And then there's these traders that we were talking about. There's a by grace buying and selling with some laundry on the cross. And so you have these trees, and there's, see, right here it says Spine Road. So obviously that building over there is the church, is the PC, that one right there. Across the street from Cooperative Bank, right there, that's that PCA church. So this is where you say that you're at. I just can't find. Because you said there's another road. So there's the bank. And then so if you come this way, that's American, St. Louis Cardinals. That's so funny. So there's the bank. And then there's that other church building. And then so right here, you can't go right. There's nothing to go right to. So maybe you're like my wife, brother, who is not geographically inclined, meaning she does not know geography very well. I do, though. I used to drive a semi-truck across the country. Anyway, it is such a poor city in some of these areas. It is so mind-blowing to me. It reminds me of Haiti. And anyway, so you said behind the cooperative bank. Either that's behind it that way, if you're looking at that way in that green building, or behind it would be down this street over here. Sambasa Lane. See? Because there's the bank. M-Pesa. There's the ONS, the kitchen house I was telling you. And so there's the bank. And there's an entrance right there. But it's blocked because of these vendors. And then there's the kitchen house. And there's the cosmetics. So if it's behind the bank, then where would that be? Because across the street, like you said, there's the dispensary. And there's the PCA parish. Yeah, that's a nice church, huh? Everybody wants to be in competition, man. It's amazing. The wholesalers. So if it's behind the church, then it would be right here off Cayoli Road. There's Cayoli. So if it's behind, there you go. So the bank is over there. The other church is right there. And the pharmacy is right there. So if it's behind the cooperative bank, then it should be down this road, Cayoli. So you go down Cayoli. And I don't know where you would be. You said it's behind that. Hydro Masters. Sorry for the video being so long. There's another entrance. See? So this is the same building from the other side of Cayoli Spine. And so I don't see where you could be. Yeah, today's technology just got updated, and this is beautiful. And so we're here, and there's another alley. We call it an alley in the United States, where just trash is, where people pick up trash. You have the eateries, so where would, you said behind the bank? There's nothing. I don't see St. Catherine's Books. And so we're already pretty far down the street. The Divine Word Parish Catholic Church, there's the entrance. Right back over there. About right there. There's another alley. And so, anyway. Petans. And I don't see any Muslim mosque anywhere. And so, Cayoli. And there we go. I'm just walking down the street like I was there. Isn't that cool? So there's that. There's nothing there. So Cayoli Spine is literally right on the other side of this alleyway. From right here, right on the other side, right back over there somewhere. Right back up there. Over there. Anyway, so I just went around the whole block. I'm fixing to go around the whole block. See, there's nothing in there either. Nothing. I know this is going to freak you out. This is cool, right? Man. So I went all the way down here like this, looking for the fellowship, the building. And I don't find nothing. Kenya. Wow. So, there you go. I'm still on Kayole. Nothing. And then got auto parts. So, anyway, so there we are. There's nothing but fences, trucks. Nothing. You have to go all the way to the end of the street. Nothing but alleyway. What was that? Mission. Holistic vision to be Vision Academy mission. Excellence. My pride. No pride. What's that called? Kayole South Secondary School. Isn't that cool? Anyway, obviously, I'm too far. So that's all I wanted to show you, is that I can't find. So where did I end up at? I ended up right there on that corner by Aurina Plaza. And so all the blue I can see. Anyway, but that's why I said over off Mingasa. Man, I went far from right there all the way up the street over here. Wow. So that's all I was just trying to figure out, where you were. Because you said you were right there by the cooperative bank.